Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, we're in Newport Beach, and this video is going to start off at the house, this amazing house behind me, and the gate is open, of John CREAN. Now, I became familiar with John CREAN from going to the Cathedral over there in Anaheim. The big tower that we're going to go visit too, well, that was donated by John CREAN. This guy, the more I read about him, very, very interesting. Now, he was born in 1925 in North Dakota, Bowdoin, North Dakota. And during the Depression, his family moved out to Compton, California. Packed everything up, moved to Compton. When he came out here, he went to school, got kicked out of 2 schools. Then he decided it really wasn't for him, so there's some people coming, decided to join the Navy. Now, back in those days, if you joined the Navy, and he did to go into World War II, if you join the Navy, automatically you get a diploma. So that's what he did. Now, while he was in there, they found out that he had some small afflictions where they couldn't be, on the front lines, but he was able to do a refueling tanker. So he did that, and then he came back to Southern California after he got out of the Navy and started the Fleetwood Campers, which has really made him buku bucks. But while we're here on this early morning, wait till you see this house. Let's go. I'm at 2300 Mesa Drive, and we're right on the beach, and we're in the flight path of Orange County John Wayne Airport. But here it is, and luckily the gate is open. I'm gonna include some stuff on here a little bit later and show the inside of the house because I really can't. But look at this little statue, little swami guy, these great doors. Mesa Manor. Now, this place just sold not too long ago. I believe it sold for $10 million. Crazy area. As you can see, no trespassing. I'm not going to trespass. But right there, you can just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 car garage. So cool. So I was able to find this clip online, and I kind of fast forward through it, but just to give an idea of this crazy palatial mansion. Very ornate, very nicely done, all wood. Just a really amazing place. And when we go over to the CREAN final resting place later, those garages are where he built his first studio, or his set for his actual cooking show that he had for many, many years. So here's the garages once more, and of course you can see the Fleetwoods. Just reading this, right in front. A public hearing on July 17th at 9 a.m. That just passed. It's a very active street. Yeah, John CREAN was a really, really interesting guy. Gonna get into him a little bit more as I show the house, and love the horses. But yeah, he started the Fleetwood RVs and almost lost everything doing it. But actually, once the highways started being built after the Depression, everybody was able to get out and about, and they sold like hotcakes.
In this century, America has become a nation on wheels. We ride on wheels to work, to shop, to play, to go about any place we want to go. We depend on wheels to bring us the food we eat, the clothes we wear, the things we use. But when we depend on wheels, we depend also on highways and roads and streets for the wheels to roll on. And therein lies the challenge, building highways and roads and streets fast enough to keep up with the need.
When CREAN got out of the Navy, he was working on the assembly line, and when Dwight Eisenhower put forth the highway system, CREAN was moving his way up, and he decided to design his own style of RV, well, recreation vehicle, if you, in layman's terms. Looking at the distance of this, I'm going to go around and see, but once that happened, his sales went through the roof, which is really cool. And he ran his company all the way up until 1992 and decided to start a cooking show. I'm going to find some clips of that too, but these houses are just great around here. I'm going to go around all this property.
Congress responded with the Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956, providing the staggering sum of $51 billion to be spent by the states on highway construction by 1971. The most talked about phase of the act is the interstate highway system, a 41,000-mile network of our most important roads. Most of these roads will be 4, 6, even 8-lane expressways constructed for through traffic. They will take the over-the-road driver from city to city, coast to coast, at highway speeds, even through large population centers. The Federal Aid Highway Act offers relief to the local driver, too, by giving him easy access to his home, work, stores, without interference from through traffic.
There goes an airplane right there, and when they take off from Orange County, they got to throttle back, so if you ever fly out of Orange County, you'll feel like you're dropping in the plane. Same when they come in, they have to stop short. It's the shortest runway, so they have to stop really hard on the brakes, so you kind of skip around. But I'm right here on the other side of the road here, and it looks like we can't see all that much, so not sure how much more I can show. Once again, we find ourselves, well, outside the Crystal Cathedral. Now we're going to go talk about the CREAN Tower. The CREAN Tower is named for John and Donna CREAN, who we were just at their house over in Newport. It was completed in 1990. The LA Times actually said the Crystal Cathedral can now be truly classified as an Orange County landmark. Designed by Philip Johnson, 236-foot stainless steel mirrored spire is over 18 stories tall, has a 52 bell carillon. Am I saying that right? I think I am. And the bells, I've heard, can either be rang from inside here or from the pipe organ inside the Crystal Cathedral itself. The bells range from 6 inches to nearly 6 feet and were forged by Royal Eichbout's Bell Foundry in the Netherlands. The entire carillon assembly weighs 42,000 pounds and was lifted into place on May 25th, 1990. And there's some folks coming out right now. Below the tower, the Mary Hood Prayer Chapel, where we're going to enter in a moment, since I see people are walking out of. Named for the wife of Clifford E. Hood, former president of the United States Steel Corporation, who made the chapel possible with a gift of $1 million. The chapel is a circular structure set with a solid multi-colored marble cylindrical columns representing Jesus' 33 years of life and 12 white columns representing the 12 apostles. Oh, right here. I didn't know that. Wow, that thing is so cool looking. I've been here quite a few times, but there's always something else to look at. And like I said, I think we're the only ones. So we get to go. Folks just walked out, but here are the 33 marble columns in the house of prayer for all people. This thing is just massive. Here are the mirrored columns you can see. I'll show you. They truly are mirrored. Hello. Let me bring it down a little bit. There we go. I can't see with my glasses on. Oh, there we are. Hello. Let's walk around this. We'll walk to the inside and take a look at there's the marble columns on the outside, but you can see the catwalk right up here. Where you can get to the bells. There's ladders to get up from inside there. John CREAN really did well, you know, with his endeavors. It is warm in there. It is not, there is no air. It's just when you walk in there, it's just the candles, you, and just whatever people are coming in or out of. It looks like somebody's just been up here too. Okay, so that's going to do it for the Crystal Cathedral. Well, that's the Crystal Cathedral for the spire part of it. Looks like they're having service here today too. So they are having service, but I think I can walk up here, and I don't believe it's in English, but still, that's pretty amazing. So, to catch you up, what I've been doing for the last half hour, let me see if that's even set. I walked around, finished my video, went through the things I wanted to go through, saw the stuff I wanted to see, then I checked real quick. I thought maybe I should check what I was filming. Everything I filmed was in slow motion, so all of it was ruined. All trash. So I'm going to go back down, go through what I want to go through, talk about Robert Schuller, talk about John CREAN and his wife, and show you guys for the second time. Your first time, my second time of telling these stories. As you walk down the stairs, directly to your left, and I'll show you, are the Schullers. Here's Robert Schuller and his wife, Arvila. This is the day the Lord has made. We'll rejoice and be glad in it. Founder of the Crystal Cathedral. Now, Arvila passed away in 2014, and Robert passed away in 2015. And you can see from here the spire, thanks to John, his addition. And it's been said when he was going to talk to Robert about adding the spire and saying, hey, I have this idea, I want to donate, and asked him to lunch, Robert knew that, you know, hey, he would take him out. He was well-to-do. Robert said, where would you like to go, John? And John said, how about we go to Denny's to discuss this? And that's where they had their meeting, at a Denny's. John was known for, that was a weird noise from the plane. I'm not sure if that picked up. John, like I said, came from the Depression days, so he knew the value of a dollar, and he knew what he liked. He was a really just all-around everybody's type of guy, and had a real good sense of humor about him as well.
I never saw her make anything like this. No, siree.
This is from northern Italy. Where was your grandmother from?
Brooklyn.
That's why, right there.
She was. And you know, it was funny because my grandmother was from Brooklyn.
Ooh. Boy, we just about lost it, Barbara.
I'm the dumb one.
We just about lost it, Barbara.
Okay, so this goes on top of this?
I think so. Now, wait a minute. Is this going to come out right? Have I got 8 of these?
Math was not a strong point for me, so don't ask me.
I think I do. I think I do. Now, we got to put some more stuff in there.
What are we putting in here? The butter has
We're going to put
disappeared.
in 2 tablespoons full of mustard.
Mustard?
Yes.
Ew, it farted on you.
God.
We're looking straight out, and Robert's to my left, him and his wife. Directly, there's only 4 of these. You look right here, is the eternal village of CREAN. And this is where John and his wife Donna Mae are buried. And that was the house that we went to in Newport. The one with the 7 garages. That's where the cooking show kicked off. Established 2007. And this is in loving memory CREAN, husband John Cornelius, wife Donna Mae. She passed away in 2012. He passed away in 2007. Rest in peace. And on the grave itself it says, on the road again, and riding shotgun for Donna Mae. They were married over 58 years. When he got back, he was working at a factory, and John was actually working with Venetian blinds, and he got such a good knowledge of the Venetian blinds, he was able to create an easier, better Venetian blind, and that's where he made his own patent. Now, after he did that, he was producing his own blinds with wife, Donna Mae, and eventually made enough money and sold that off and put all that money into the Fleetwood RVs. And that's how that started. And they started rolling out the Fleetwood RVs. And thanks to the highway system from Roosevelt, he made buku bucks, which is really cool. And then he decided to sell that off in the late 80s, 90s, and start a cooking show.
It says, touch this red dot and you will regain your youthful sexual vigor.
Oh, wow, where is it? Right now. All right.
And you open it, says, you old people sure are gullible.
Okay.
So in 1990, Barbara Venezza came to interview John CREAN. And CREAN said, hey, you know what? In one of my garages, I have a set that I built. It was a cooking show set. And he said, why don't we do that? Why don't we try doing a cooking show? And she said, all right, I'll think about it. And he brought her over and showed her what he was thinking about. She actually ended up producing it. It's funny because here's John CREAN. Over in that corner is where Marie Callender's memorial is. So once they started doing the show, it was said that John was trying to cook something, messing around, as you've seen the clips. I'll show some more. And he actually set some paper towels on fire. And Rat Packer Joey Bishop was watching and said, neither one of you are at home on that range. So that's how he got at home on the range. And that's what he called his TV show. I thought that was kind of cool too, that it has that tie-in from, you know, even Joey Bishop. I was writing down because there's so much to remember about this guy. One of the greatest things that I like about John, I mean, coming from the days of the Depression, he was known for saying, put the fear of failure behind you and go for it. Great words for anybody, including myself, to just get out there, do it, and learn along the way. Now, hopefully you have a positive message, or you're trying to, I don't think that goes for everything. Negative stuff, don't utilize that message there. But as far as cooking shows, at home on the range, everything that John CREAN did, his life, this beautiful spire behind me, and the Schulers and the CREANs right here. I mean, a stone's throw. Very, very interesting history. Right here in Orange County, Anaheim. Only about 5-minute drive to Disneyland, and Walt, someone else that put the fear of failure behind him many, many times. And now you have Walt, well, you got Disneyland out here that just celebrated the 70th and Disney World in Florida. But with that being said, one more thing.
Oh, wow. Well, that's the end of this show.
You know, this one really stood out to me when I came here once and I was doing just celebrity graves. And I was like, who are the CREANs? I'm so glad I looked into who John CREAN was. I love the On the Road Again. That's definitely where I'm at in my life. But he's actually in the shadow of the old tower of the Crystal Cathedral, and the 268-foot spire. The only thing that can make this any better is if the bells went off. So if you want to go off, right now would be the ideal time. We're going to head out of here now. I have some other places to be on this Sunday. I just spent 2 hours in Southern California traffic. I need to get going. But with that being said, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Right here by the water. The first time my DJI Osmo has really failed me in that way of going into slow motion. Like this video if you like this video. Please consider leaving me a comment. Please consider subscribing as always. It's Sunday. I got some plans for this week. Gonna keep rolling out the videos. Probably hit the road. I have a few ideas all in my head. I don't ever know which one I'm gonna attach myself to, but I do appreciate you watching and coming along with me. So with that being said, I will see you next time.